Welcome, one and all, to the pilot, the debut episode of the Funhouse Podcast, or as
Yeah.
Ezra calls it, the podcast. We're gonna do a bunch of cool stuff on here. We're gonna talk about our passions, in this episode, video games, because that's just us, right? And
Yeah.
we're gonna
All we
have
have
some
to do.
fun people on. I've already got a couple in mind. I know that we're about to do someone special to
Yeah,
Ezra.
especially me.
Yes.
Especially me. I'm especially about to do someone.
Okay, someone very special to Ezra. But I think we got to start. Ezra, what has been keeping you up at night this week?
Um, I gotta say, well, one thing is Minecraft.
I wonder
I've been
why.
spending way too much time on Minecraft. The other thing is Styx. I feel like Styx is going to start stalking me in the near future.
Oh, so you're
So,
just laying awake in bed, huh?
laying awake in bed, hoping that he never shows up. And
Okay.
third is this game called Valheim.
Yeah, I know,
I
I
think
know about that
I
one.
think I think you did the same thing. But yeah, I stayed up way too late playing Valheim a
Oh
few
yeah,
nights
the
recently.
other night I was up until probably 4 a.m. It was a bit unhealthy, but
I did something similar, like three.
yeah. But honestly,
Oh
I
wait, no. Last night was six,
my progression was kind of boring. Like
and then
it's
he lost
just
it all.
yeah, cause I'm just like that. I'm built different. You wanna know what's been keeping me up?
Yes, tell
Dude,
me.
Mafia 3, okay. I was like browsing my Steam wish list, seeing what was on sale, because I was like, hey dad, can I have some money? Because I like leeching money off my parents. And and so I bought Mafia 3 alongside another couple games, right?
Yeah.
That included that's Valheim. But like Mafia 3, it's like okay. It's like not a game. Not a game so much as it is an interactive movie. It's far too cinematic for my taste. Like it's like you play this little section, you do the same mission where you kind of just kill people, and then you get a cutscene for like
Hey, you said it. You
a
said it yourself.
cutscene a
You love
cutscene for
killing.
5 minutes. Yeah, I kill people mindlessly. That's great. Yeah,
He's a true gamer.
yeah, that's the case. And you know why that is? Do you know why that is, Ezra?
Ow, you're a PvP god.
No, no, because my first video game memories. We're segueing, okay?
Oh,
We're done.
oh, we're
We're done.
segueing.
That's
We're
what's
done
been
with what
keeping
has
up.
kept us up at night.
Yeah, that's what's kept us up at night.
I didn't tell him
So,
about the boat.
the boat? What boat?
I have a funny boat story.
Oh,
Because
you
you know
have
in
a
Valheim
funny.
how they
I
make
want
the
to hear about
rafts?
this.
Yeah. So, if you don't know about Valheim, it's a survival game, right? You're a Viking. You kill a bunch of bosses, and then
It's pretty much an RPG survival. Like, it's a survival
basically,
with a bunch of RPG elements like dungeons and stuff. It's really cool. I like it.
yeah. And so, but the bosses, there's like islands and stuff. You sail around. You have to sail between islands because you can't swim because you die if you do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um, so I killed the first boss, which is on my home island, and I had to sail across the ocean to get to the other boss. And I kind of fell off the boat, and it just kind of kept going. So
So you died and
yeah, I
weren't able to
died.
recover your stuff.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
that.
was uh
Well, are we
that
talking like
was
a
the
full
first one
size
I
like
played.
longboat or just a raft?
Just a raft. That was the first one I played,
Okay.
and I deleted that one.
Aren't there bigger boats
I'll
though?
play after. There are bigger boats.
Viking longboat.
Viking longboat. Yes,
Awesome.
we need to make some.
All right.
Now try segueing again. I'll stop you again. Just you wait.
All right. So we've been talking about this a lot recently because we've just stayed up like late at night and we've just been talking to each other, right? And we talk a lot about video games, and so I brought up the question, what was that first video game memory that you really have? And I kind of separate mine into two different categories, right? So there are those ones that I remember watching my dad play because my dad played a lot of like PS3 games when I was very young. And then there were ones that I played first, which was also on PS3 because that's pretty much the only console we owned when I first started. And so the two that really stand out as watching my dad play them were Assassin's Creed and Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is probably why I absolutely, have sexual feelings for Lara Croft.
He's a
And
slut.
yeah, and I
Yeah.
also love Assassin's Creed to this day. Like that's probably a tenth of my Steam library is just Assassin's Creed games.
Hey, Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 were both very good. I don't know about anything past that because I've never played it, but
Two. I don't love one, but two is two, and
2
everything
is
with it.
better.
Two with everything with Ezio in it is just good because Ezio's awesome. Brotherhood is still my favorite to this day. And then I want to talk about what my first gaming memory was, and that was Lego Star Wars. Wasn't that the same for you?
On the Wii, yes.
Yeah. Okay, Lego Star Wars is just so great, and I'm still excited for the new Lego Star Wars game to come out. It's like the kind of remaster, the Jedi collect. What is it called?
The one with
Skywalker.
everything. It has
Yeah,
everything in
it's
it.
gonna be sick. I'm so excited for that. And I'm honestly gonna buy it, even though I kind of hate Lego games on PC. Like there was that Ninjago game a couple of months ago. Which one was that? It was Ninjago 3 on like EG or no, it was on Steam. Steam just did a random free game because they were like trying to keep it with Epic, because Epic is completely outdoing them right now. And they made Ninjago 3 or whatever free. That game just sucked, you know. But I have a feeling that I'm just gonna actually enjoy the Lego Star Wars game because it's gonna be nostalgia, but I think it's also gonna be pretty fun because honestly they just nailed those. What about you?
Well, with Lego Star Wars, I just remember playing it with my brother. I don't really remember anything specific about it, but I do remember playing the heck out of it, as well as Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Indiana
yeah,
Jones
it's the same
2.
for me. I loved Indiana Jones. That was great. I just don't really. It's not so much a great game as it was that I just spent a lot of time playing it, and so therefore it's like special. You know.
Yeah. Um, I guess I really shouldn't address chat because,
Yeah.
but
We're streaming this live, just so you know. I mean, you can go ahead now that I've disclosed that. You can respond to something.
yep. First of all, Sophia, they don't know who A is, so they're gonna meme you for that one, like Raptor just did. Um, I
I'm
know you played like
confused.
Indiana Jones with me in fourth grade. That's not till the next episode, so stop it. Don't talk about that.
Yeah, that's not that.
Um,
There's none of your information happening here.
yeah, come on,
We're saving that. That's
for
content.
later.
That's big juicy
First video game
content.
memory. The very first video game memory that I do remember is playing Red Dead Redemption at my uncle's house and Minecraft, and building a huge series
That
of
just seems
identical towers.
that just seems very out there playing RDR as one of your first games. I feel like that's intense.
Well, you see, Minecraft was actually before that,
Okay, yeah,
and
that makes sense obviously.
the reason that it was Red Dead Redemption, it was actually Borderlands, but I don't really remember that at all because I didn't really play it that much. I liked RDO a lot, or RDR a lot more. But
I
my
mean,
uncle,
you do have a slight obsession with RDO, so that's
just
Red Dead Online for all you
fake gamers.
fake gamers. There it is. No, it's just an abbreviation. That's right. So you've been talking about the Wii a lot, yeah.
Yeah, the Wii
So
first
was the Wii
console.
your first console?
Yes.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. You have a lot of early memories on it, so I suppose that wouldn't you did you get like an Xbox or something? Like a real man's console?
Oh, my dad had an Xbox 360 for as long as I can remember, like probably third grade, whenever it came out, probably. But
That was a long time
wasn't really
ago.
allowed to play anything on it
What, did you
because
play vulgar video
it was
games?
all it was all too violent.
Meanwhile, I'm watching my dad play Assassin's Creed, murdering random Italian nobility.
Not random. They selected them. They were very. It was just everyone. They just killed everyone.
Yeah, like
Everyone
you
was
can kill
corrupt.
everyone in that game, except that like it desynchronizes you. So no, you can't. I lied. No killing that many civilians. So you had the Wii, and so
Yes.
you never got to play the Xbox.
Nope.
What was
Wasn't
so
not until like sixth, seventh grade.
okay? That's kind of lame, honestly.
I know. Yeah, but
Did
we did
you?
have Wii Sports.
But you didn't play like any of the Fallout games or anything on the Xbox. I feel like that's how
Nope.
most people had played like, Fallout 4 for the first time was on the 360.
Nope. Got it first time on PC.
Did your
One of
dad?
actually it was actually one of the first PC games I got.
Did your dad play like COD and stuff like that? Like the classic
Mostly
360
he just
Halo?
plays. He used to, but now he just plays tactical games like XCOM, which I got recently.
Yeah, I know you got it.
Yeah.
Watching you, yeah, uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, unlike you, I started on the PlayStation, obviously, the same one that my dad played on. Like later
Just
on,
kidding.
we bought another two PlayStation 3s, even though they were last gen, because we also have, I still have a PS4. We had two PS4s as well. But we got like the big chunky PS3, like one that had like extra storage and stuff. And that was like my old console that
Does
I
my
used to
dad
play
play
on.
Squad? Freaking David's asking. No. If you're asking about Trevor, no idea, but I assume not either.
Yeah. So I had that big chunky one, and so I would just load up a shit ton of games onto that. And after that, I played Wii, and honestly, well, it might have been DS first, but I remember the Wii because I played Wii Sport and stuff like that. But I love Skylanders on Wii. That was like my shit. That's such a cool game
Sounds
concept,
fun.
being able to physically grasp the model, and
Don't at
then
me. Skylanders was pay to win. They locked off content. You needed to have elements. My mom would not buy any more Skylanders,
really.
bro. Yeah, I
Well,
was
no.
stuck with like 6.
Skylanders is like a money trap, okay? Because I had so many Skylanders. Like, I was like Pokemon cards, Skylanders, all this stuff.
It's Pokemon but pay to win.
But here's the thing. Skylanders, they just kept doing this thing where they would revamp their system. So at first you bought like one guy. But then next game, you can't use those anymore. And they made it so there are 2 parts per person. And now you can flip them and attach them. It's like a big Lego puzzle thing.
At the
was
end of
so
it, didn't they
crazy.
have like a racing one where they had
I
cars or
honestly
something?
don't know. Like, I completely lost interest after after they started, because like the first 3 games, it was just the little ones that you could use on through all of them. But then they started with the flips, and I was like, I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, 2 was Giants, I know,
Yeah,
which
Giants was
added
fun.
Giants, but you could use the little ones still. I don't know about with the Switch ones. I thought you could, but I never played it. I didn't get past Giants.
Really? Yeah,
So,
I don't think I can't recall getting past that either. My boy Trigger Happy though. Oof, he goes
bro,
hard.
Trigger Happy is insane.
Yeah, and on the DS, I recall, I don't know where I got it, but I got Pokemon Platinum, which was like really old for the time when I got my DS, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. I don't know where, I honestly, it's like a mystery to me to this day. I don't know where I got it. I'm pretty sure that we sold it off to GameStop for like 2 cents and a big old can of whoop ass or something.
GameStop. GameStop has the best prices.
But I don't know how I got that, but I recall I played like Black and White, and I played X Y. My last game was X and Z, or X and Y,
Bro,
X and
the
Y.
last
There
one
it
I
is.
played was Pokemon White 2 because for some reason they decided Black and White needed sequels. Um,
I just
Honestly,
yeah
that one was a smooth Pokemon game. It was
yeah.
one of the better 3D ones,
I
I
mean,
thought. Or it might not be 3D. My memories are awful.
I feel like it probably was. I feel like that was like their Switch game. I don't remember though. But there's just such like a nostalgic connection to Pokemon, because it's like, in a way, it's like the introductory RPG, I'd say. From there, you go on to Dark Souls.
Best Pokemon game is Black and White. I agree, David. Black and White is a classic.
I really enjoyed Platinum. It wasn't the best one that I played. I really enjoyed X and Y too. I
X
mean,
and Y looked fun, but I never owned it.
it just kept becoming the same thing over and over, but it had that vibe. It was very cool, and
They added more Pokemon too.
yeah. I don't like how many Pokemon there are anymore. Like there's some really stupid Pokemon out there now. There were already stupid Pokemon, but then they just kept adding and adding. After like 4th gen, it just gets blurry. I don't know.
I don't remember where 4th gen is. I don't remember. Oh
So
boy, a
um
coaster.
after that phase, I recall my mom, she worked from home a lot because she was either like at home or she was like traveling, because we lived in Europe and she did the DS stuff.
Yeah.
And so she got like a brand new Mac or something for like Christmas probably. And I remember that was kind of my first PC. It was like one of the old chunky ones that it was like the monitor with the PC inside of it. Pretty much what a Mac is nowadays, but it was pretty thick. Like it was hefty. It was a hefty boy, okay? Hefty boy. And I remember,
All right.
I think that we still have the keyboard. I think it's in my like mom's office or something. It was a really old SteelSeries keyboard, and it was back when SteelSeries had no clue how to make keyboards. And it was this chunky keyboard that I used to play on this Mac with. It was the most obscure, like weird gaming setup, but it was, in a way, I have to thank that for my for the reason that I got a PC, because probably 4 years later, not even four, probably 3, um, just a little bit later, I wanted to play like more games, and so I asked my dad, and he was like, okay, and he found some guy, and he went and he got this Alienware pre-built for me. And that one is actually sitting right outside of my room. Like, you guys kind of see it behind the camera. Right behind it is the door. You walk out that door, you can literally see it. It's sitting right there. And I hate it because my dad always types, and I don't like his keyboard because it's a membrane, and it makes shitty noises. And but anyways, that was my first PC. It was a real slim model. Like, it tried to be a console essentially. You could flip it on its side, and what's really cool is that it had like the Alienware logo on it, and you could
Yep.
rotate this logo. So if you wanted to put it on its side like a console, you could do that. It's actually a pretty cool gimmick, but like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so after I got that PC, I was already playing Minecraft on my Mac. I was even recording YouTube videos back then, which are gone because I purged my channel because it was cringe. Okay, epic cringe.
Purchase his channel every 2 years,
Yeah,
approximately.
something like that. I even have like a 3,000 view video that I just got rid of because it was like Roblox and it was on my Mac. And so I was like, Dad, I want to play some more games. Can we get a PC? Because I just thought that the PC was the coolest thing ever. It's like a Mac, but it's like a Mac, but you know. And so
PC Master Race.
So I go from playing Minecraft on my Mac. You know what I go to play on my PC?
Minecraft?
Yes. Even more Minecraft. And you know what I was playing on Minecraft?
Sky Wars, maybe.
No. A whole lot of factions.
Oh, yeah, factions. Yeah.
I was staying up night and night again, just playing factions all the time. Like my middle school, I was getting like B's, all because I was playing factions. When I first met Ezra, I was playing factions. Like, factions was my thing. There was this guy, he had like a panda skin, that's all I remember. And that's all I remember. I played on YAMC, which I heard today is making like their big comeback. Because they got fucked over by the whole like the purchasing of ranks kind of thing.
That happened to Minecraft.
Yeah, and that was before Microsoft even acquired Minecraft. I'm pretty sure. It was like Mojang's final fuck you. Mojang did good things with the game. Okay.
That's when I started playing Minecraft multiplayer. Actually, it was probably around that time because you were playing factions.
Did you get it?
So
when did you get your first PC?
Moved back from Germany.
Really? It was that late? Yeah. Okay.
Yep. I played on a MacBook all through.
Yes, I remember that now. I remember that because Tiger he had something. I don't remember what he was playing on. It could have been his current PC.
Yeah, but I had a MacBook and
yeah,
couldn't run anything better than anything better. Couldn't run anything with more that needed more than Minecraft. I played Roblox and Minecraft, and that was it.
Just okay. So once you got your PC.
Oh, and 7 Days to Die on my MacBook. That ran at about probably 20 FPS.
You're just a 7 Days to Die. You just suck that game's dick, huh?
Yep, every day.
So you got a PC because
because
you wanted to elevate your Minecraft play.
Yeah.
Just like me.
And gotta get those frames. Wanted to break 30.
Yeah, I had to break the 30 Minecraft frames on your 16 render distance.
Yes, sir.
So was that that PC is the same thing that you have right now? Your HBO man.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully, I can upgrade soon, but.
So yeah, obviously, I'm no longer on my pre-built, which my pre-built was fine, but it was like a 960. I would not be able to play shit today. I upgraded to. I built my first PC, like my first actual PC, probably 4 years later after I got my other one. And so you got a PC. You were only playing Roblox, Minecraft, and 7DTD. So what did you play? So you said Fallout. Is that it?
The first games I really got,
probably would have been R6 because you were friends with Tiger. Like you were concurrently friends with Tiger, right?
Yes.
Like when you still got that, because I had pretty much lost contact with you two at that time.
I got R6.
Yeah, R6. That makes sense.
But I got like the starter edition or the cheap one because I can't fork out money like that.
When I first got R6, which was probably before that even, I paid so much for skins and stuff. It was dumb because I don't even like that game that much. I mean, it's a fine FPS, but
actually pretty good at it, he's better than I ever was. But I suck at.
I'm just fundamentally good. I'm just big brain. But I didn't really enjoy it. I played with like some other people who went to my middle school, but overall it wasn't my thing, and so I don't know why I dumped all that money into it.
Rainbow Six was up there. I did get CS shortly after.
So that was back when CS was paid for.
That was around the time, I bought it. Around the time like Vaultic, I think, was when it was.
Just so you know, for anyone watching who doesn't know what Baltic is, it's my old Counter-Strike League.
Yeah.
That's all. It's not relevant anymore.
That's the only time I really played CS, like, actively.
Yeah.
I find it fun, but I'm not that good, so...
So you were just starting to dip your toe into FPSs.
Yeah. I also played a game called Sanctum 2, which is by Coffee Stain. That name is probably familiar either through Satisfactory or
Yeah.
Valheim now, because both of those are pretty big games.
So
But
you also just suck. You just suck coffee stain stick, huh?
yeah,
They got
yes,
a
sir.
cum stain instead of a coffee stain,
Yep,
huh? Okay.
that's what the logo looks like. Don't at me. It doesn't look like a coffee stain. There was this game called Starbound, I think it was. It's basically Terraria but space. Um, I bought that pretty early on, and Sniper Elite 3. That
So
because
yeah,
I
you
bought
you
that
were
while I
you
was
were shooting a lot of things when you first
yes.
got your PC.
In fact, I bought that before I got my PC, and I couldn't play it because it doesn't run on Mac. So I bought that, and then I got my PC about a year and a half later.
Yeah, that. So yeah, it was just a bunch of shooty boys.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll talk about my favorite shooty boy, which you've already touched on a bit. So kind of I'd
Okay.
argue that the reason that I still play PC games and I didn't go and do something different like baseball even because I used to go hard. The reason that I stuck with PC is because I'd arguably say it's because of Counter Strike. I remember first time I played it was probably not long after release, maybe a year, maybe 2014. That sounds about right. I was pretty young when I started playing it, just for a little. I didn't go. I didn't hardcore try hard that game, but I knew a good couple of people who played it at my middle school for sure. And so when was it? Man, this is like so long. It's so fuzzy in my mind. But
Yeah.
when I when I started to make friends through Counter Strike, they wanted to make a team because we were all kids who just wanted to have fun and pretend that we were just sick at the game. And so probably 2017 maybe I made Vaultic, which you touched on. So Vaultic was kind of it in a way it gave me a lot of popularity because it rose to about 400 players at its peak, which isn't massive, but I mean
But
for a young kid, not even
you
in
were like
his
what?
teens yet, probably
Yeah.
13, 12, 13. That was pretty
He
huge,
still
and
he still sounded like a squeaker.
I
His
was
voice
I
was
was
like
that's one of the things that almost made me quit was that I had a very high voice and you got bullied a
yep.
lot back then if you had a high voice, and so since that was a thing, it made me not like the game. But once I was able to establish this power that I had, despite being so young, it made me feel more confident in the game. And we started organizing tournaments between the teams. I had a team called Riot. I had a bunch of teams throughout.
I
I
was
mean,
on Riot.
yeah, yeah, you were.
I My Steam picture was
So
the Riot Rhino for so long.
yeah, like I remember even this year it was.
It earlier, I think January, still had it.
Yeah. So what was I saying? So
Uh,
Vaultic,
that's like
we started organizing tournaments and stuff. We had fun. I was on a good amount of teams. I mean, we never had like prizes or anything because I was a kid. People were expecting me to like pay out PayPal and stuff. And so over time, people just got less interested because they weren't playing for fun anymore. They wanted like prizes, and so they
as it
were.
as it as it do.
And as I got more involved in school, it all kind of crumbled down, which honestly I'm fine with. It was a huge responsibility. Like I was always doing shit for that thing. But after Vaultic kind of left, I handed off the ownership to someone else. They did jack shit with it, so it declined even more. I came back, it was just done, so I completely scrapped it. And after that, pretty much I quit Counter Strike for around a year, I'd say, maybe a bit 11 months, something like that. And I came back to it probably mid last year, earlier last year, and I've refound a love for the game. I don't know if it's the game, but it's probably as far as games go the one that I feel most comfortable with, and the one that I kind of gravitate towards if I'm just trying to find something to play. I'll just hop on like just some sort of little match and I'll do something. I don't really play. It's just hard to find teammates now. That's my big problem is because I used to be
Yeah.
so popular. I was like, oh, I can just call on anyone. I'll have like 400 people who want to play, and now it's like no one's on my friends list. Everyone moved along with their life. Because I was so young. All of my friends from Baltic are in college now. So
Yeah.
that honestly, that's
Isn't
probably
Dubster
I
is Dubster in Vaultic?
yeah. He was he was kind of one of the ones that I handed off ownership to. And so, I still love the game as it's a game, but it's just so much harder to be into without the community.
Yes, CS:GO is indeed a game. In case you were wondering.
Yeah, CS:GO is a game that I can play with my hands on my computer. Yeah. So I'd say that that's kind of the game that really carried my love for, PC gaming, just gaming in general, even.
Oh, so for me, controversial answer. I can't talk. I'm having a stroke.
I'm ready for this. This is going to
Controversial
be funny, I think.
answer. Well, all right. So through. Thank you. So anyway, the game that carried my love of PC gaming has got to be 7 Days to Die.
Oh,
Because, well, through like 20, when did it come out? How old was I in Trevor? How old was I in 5th, 6th grade? How many years ago was that?
That would
5.
be 5
Oh
years ago.
dear, 5. I was like 11. All right, that's one of the first games I got.
How do I?
And I
okay,
love...
you haven't played this game recently, though, to my knowledge.
No.
Okay. Carry on.
But it got me to where I am now, and it's probably why I like survival games so much. That and Minecraft. But I like survival games.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, notification. Nice.
Or open world games. I don't necessarily like linear games. I've never really been one for them. Like they're fun.
As long as they differentiate themselves from other linear games.
Yeah.
Then they're good.
Like,
but if everything is the same, which there are a lot of games that are the same, you're right.
I mean, the story has to carry it.
Yeah, in a way.
Because a lot of times there's just more gameplay mechanics in like Satisfactory. Satisfactory is really solid gameplay. But
I'd even argue that an RPG like The Witcher, it has just simply more game mechanics than a linear action adventure game.
Yeah, I've never played The Witcher 3, but it looks fun. It's an
RPG. You've played Fallout, for example.
Yeah.
Fallout, I'd say, is even less immersive than The Witcher, but it's the same thing. Fallout has more individual stuff than like Half-Life.
And also Fallout 4 is a bit more lore. Bethesda could do better with their lore, but it is a bit more lore. I am sure The Witcher 3 has its fair share.
I think Bethesda does a brilliant job. Okay, this is a whole nother topic. We're moving to a different episode. We're moving to episode 3 over here.
All right. Back to 7 Days to Die. Survival games.
Yeah, survival games.
I guess I just like the concept of basically being your own person. You know, like I can build a castle if I want. There's not really anything to keep me from doing that, except for the gravity.
I love those anti-zombie castles.
That collapse everything.
Yeah, that's great. When I think of zombie apocalypse, I think castle. Perfect.
What else you gonna protect yourself from? But now I play games like Valheim. I got Minecraft that I've been playing a lot of recently. My castle collapsing?
No. Do you miss 7 Days to Die?
I do. I would like to play it more, but also.
But there's so many better games
right now. This is where we disagree.
Valheim is better than 7 Days to Die, hands down.
It looks awful.
It's not about how it looks. It just feels like shit. It looks like shit. Okay, I just said it. You know what I mean. It tastes like shit. It hears like shit. All the senses.
Yeah, it's a little funky.
All the 6 senses. It's shit.
Also, they changed the core gameplay a lot. Like between it's still in early access, but between Alpha 13
it's in early access for how long? Repeat that one.
So many years. So many years. I want to say 6 now. 7.
Something like that.
2013, I think. So 7, going on 8 years now. But I guess it's clunky. It feels clunky. It's not the most polished game, but the core mechanics, I feel like I've gotten better and better as it goes on. So
that's the thing is like you have carried your love for PC gaming through with a developing game, and so you develop with it.
Yeah.
And so it's easier for you because you saw you saw this little piece of shit, and now it's less of a piece of shit, so you think it's awesome.
Hey! I recommend it, despite what he's saying.
I don't.
Grab it while it's on sale.
Don't recommend do that.
Though. It's 66% off right now. I'm pretty sure. So that's
Damn it.
$10. Thanks for letting me segue into advertising. They're definitely going to sponsor me after this because they got that kind of money.
Oh my god. You just... Yeah, okay.
I've turned it into an advertisement already.
Pay me.
Pay me. Pay me.
Pay
Fun
me.
Pimps.
Pay me. All right.
I mean, I'm moving into your house. I'm homeless. I gotta have a place to live.
The
Fun
fuck?
Pimps. Bring Daddy his bag.
Bring
Please.
Daddy his bag. Okay. Well, I mean, so that's all we really have to say in this pilot episode.
This pilot episode of podcast. I mean, the Funhouse podcast. Sorry.
So, you suggested that we do an
He's
awkward...
downing. Hold on. I have to address what David just said.
Oh boy, let's hear this.
He's downing in bitches. Please save him. He's
what?
downing. He's downing. Oh, he's corrected it, but it's too late. It's already on the internet. He's downing. Quick, end it. Go.
Ezra's downing in bitches. See you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.